Hey guys, welcome back to the Sal Pitera channel. And today we're going to talk about a very controversial issue in the cruise industry, and that is automatic gratuities and should you have to pay them. We're going to be back to talk about that right after this. Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for staying through the intro. Please, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the little bell notification, that way YouTube will let you know when we upload new videos. It's free for you to do and it sure means the world to us. Now today we're going to talk about something that's controversial in the cruise line industry, and that is tipping. And the reason it's controversial is some people don't believe they should have to tip, even though the cruise line tells you in advance of buying your cruise that it is customary in the cruise line industry. Now, really, I only see this being controversial in the cruise line industry. For instance, when you're at home and you go out to eat, you do know it's customary to tip your server, and I don't think most people have a problem with that, so they leave a 15 to 20% gratuity when they go out to eat and don't even question it. So why is it a big controversial issue in the cruise line industry? Here's the thing. The average person doesn't run a cruise line, so it's up to the cruise line to tell us what is and what is not customary on board. And tipping is one of those things where the cruise line tells us that it is customary at just about every step of the way to tip those people who are working really hard to make your cruise experience the best that it can be. So who are we to tell the cruise line that it's not customary and to argue whether or not we should leave tips? So let's talk about Carnival's tipping policy, since I'm most knowledgeable on Carnival's, even though most cruise lines are about the same. So Carnival tells you prior to getting on board the ship that you're automatically going to pay an 18% gratuities on things like the drinks you get at the bar, the chef's table, any specialty dining events. An 18% gratuity is automatically going to be added to your bill. And that goes specifically to the people who served you at those events. So when you're at a bar and you charge the 18% per drink, that is going to the bartender that helped you or the bar staff. When you're at a specialty dining restaurant, that 18% is going towards the waiters and waitresses that helped you in that specialty dining restaurant. And I don't think most people have a problem with that. So here's where on that portion becomes controversial, is when you sign for your drink, that 18% is automatically added to your check, and there's a line underneath for an additional gratuity. And a lot of people think, hey, why should I give an additional gratuity? And I'm there with you on this one. I tell all of my guests that when you're considering giving that extra gratuity at the bar, consider the fact that you've already given 18%. Now for me and my wife, we consider the 18% enough, and generally we don't add an extra tip at the bar unless on a lot of cruises we make friends with a bartender that gets to know us, gets to know our likes and our dislikes, or somebody that's bartended on a previous cruise. And we generally give an extra tip to that bartender for being personable enough to know our preferences. So that's that area. But here's where the big controversy comes. Automatically, usually on the second to last day of your sailing, the cruise line is going to add a tip to your sail and sign bill. It's an automatic gratuity. On Carnival, it's $13.99 per person in your cabin over 2 years old per day of the cruise. And if you're in a suite, it goes to $15.99 per day because there are extra people that work on the suite. And those tips go to people like your cabin stewards, your wait staff in your main dining room, people behind the scenes who you're not going to interact with on a daily basis to give them a tip. So since you know in advance that it's customary to do that prior to boarding the ship, why is it a big deal? You would be surprised how many people line up at guest services after that tip hits their bill to remove that gratuity. And they always use the same lines such as, oh, I prefer to tip cash. And while there are some people that do tip cash, I'm here to tell you that my friends on board tell me that probably about 80% of the people who use that excuse never tip a single penny on board. So for those of you who don't tip, I'm curious, please leave me in the comments section down below. Why don't you tip? You knew that was the price when you came on board. Carnival doesn't hide that in their website, that it's customary to do that. So I'm curious as to why you feel that when you get on board, you should not tip. I really just don't understand it. So let me know down in the comments down below. This is kind of a pet peeve of mine because I know how hard the people on board work for those tip money. And I really don't understand why people find this to be such a hard decision to make. So again, I like to think of this as a discussion. I gave you my opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. I will be reading them. I will be looking at them. Again, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell notification, and I'll see you very soon up on the Lido deck. Hey guys, join us on March 5th, 2022 as we sail on the Carnival Glory. This group cruise will celebrate Carnival's 50th anniversary celebration. 8-day cruise will be from New Orleans to Cozumel, Grand Cayman, and even Montego Bay, Jamaica. Private events with free drinks, meet and greets, free ship tours, gifts, and a whole lot more on this group event. And the coolest part, this is Carnival's 50th anniversary, and along the way, lots of ships are going to meet up at sea for a grand celebration. Prices as low as $941 for an inside cabin, with a great payment program that starts with only $100 down. Now you need to reserve your cabin quick because space is limited. Call me now at 330-968-4300.